Hey guys, Joe here. This time I thought I'd show you another Transformer from my collection. This is my Canadian boxed G1 Thrust. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so starting off, let's take a look at the outside box. Pretty happy with this one. I don't remember exactly the time or place whenever I grabbed this, but I was always partial to the Canadian box figures because living in Canada, that's what we grew up with. Standard on the front, you see a picture of Thrust. There's his English and French name, Fatalo. And you can see it's got the nice clear window. Taking a look at the side, it shows him in robot mode as well as alt mode. One side is French, the other side is English. Same pictures. And while we're doing that, we'll take a look at the flap. I do remember though, when I try to go for box figures, I prefer to have no flap crease. And as you can see, this one is pretty excellent condition. I'll let you just pause this here if you want. You can take a look at his warrior description. Just gives you a brief rundown of when or what Thrust is as a character. Usually the stuff's all made up. As well as you can pause it here. If you normally would have the red decoder showing you what his special hidden skills were as a fighter. And the standard G1 boxed artwork on the back. Alright, let's crack this guy open and see what he's all about. Okay, so here he is out of the box. You can see what's included in there. But first I'll just let you know the card back and the blisters are actually, these are for repros because I believe I had the Thrust initially, and then I ended up getting the box afterwards. So these were extras ordered online. I forget exactly the name of the place that I got it from, but standard fare, I guess, if you're unable to find original card back and bubbles, which is fine. You'll see I've got 2 missiles still on the sprue. So basically this figure, what was included with him is left and right fists, 2 missile launchers, 2 small and 2 large air-to-air missiles, left and right wings, left and right tail fins, and the front landing gear of this figure. You'll see with this guy here that the springs are, they're still there. They're fairly weak, but that's pretty commonplace. There's his fists. Make sure that they're both left and right, which they are. Just push those out of the way. And taking a look at Thrust. You can see here, there's the wheels on the bottom. And if I can just zoom in here, you'll see the date stamp on this figure. Takara Ko, 1960. I can't make that out. 65, whatever it is. Anyway. And you'll notice this figure is fairly clean. Here's the front wheel, which is not attached when he's in the box, obviously. The bottom part here, you'll see the black chest piece. This is the metal part of the figure. Some nice detailing on the wings. You see the stickers, unfortunately, have been applied. Obviously, this was not an original figure of mine. Otherwise, they would never have been applied. But he does look great. So G1 Thrust is a retool of the original Starscream figure, which was originally a Diaclone Jet Robo F-15 Eagle fighter. The central body of Thrust is the same. But he's got new wings with ducted VTOL fans and new rear stabilizers. And unlike his 1985 figures that were released the same time as him, which were Dirge and Ramjet, Thrust retained the original launchers and all-rain lasers that were attached to Starscream. Okay, transformation is fairly straightforward. Obviously, you just remove the front wheel. You're going to pop off his wings. You're going to fold out, push in from the bottom, and that folds out his two arms. The nose cone, you're actually going to just basically fold it in upon itself and thrust it through his lower chest. And pull the rest of it up and over, and there is his head. Now, thrust is actually a cone head. We'll get to that in 1 second. We're going to fold down his wheels. Oh, if I put the wing on the right spot, there we go. Now, the wings, you can set them up different ways. You can have it angled backwards like the way that I do, or you can have it basically jutting out straight from the sides. I sort of like it a bit angled back because I think it's more realistic in terms of, you know, say he was running or something. You wouldn't have these big ass wings on the side of his legs. The hands or the fists literally just pop up into his arms. He's having a little bit of trouble standing up just because he's on the blanket, but I can assure you he stands up perfectly. Then we're going to throw the missiles in and punch them into both sides of the arms. And that's pretty much it. Straightforward. Getting back to the nose cone, that was one of the gimmicks that they used for this figure in terms of marketing. They already had the 3 original jets with the nose cone flipped backwards, so you just see the robot's head. But with this guy here and his other 2 counterparts for the second release of the Seekers, the gimmick, they marked the gimmick as the nose cone straight up, thus the nomenclature cone head. I think he looks better actually with it up. It makes it more a menacing figure, I think. Like so. But you can see he's got great detail. You know, the back, it sort of sucks that it's got that blackness on the bottom side of the wings, but you know, you're not really looking at the figure from the back side. It's the front that counts, and if I could get him to stand up on this stupid blanket, but if you guys don't have a Seeker jet, I highly recommend you grabbing, at the very minimum, this guy here. He's just got great playability, and certainly one of the cooler body types of the G1 Seekers. As always, guys, this is Joe from My Life in Collecting. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Trying to build up the YouTube channel, and as well as supporting me, support your other TF collectors out there as well. We're a great little community, and we should all be supportive of one another. You can find me on Twitter at ACDecepticon. Don't forget the Transformers and Beer podcast, which comes out every Friday. You can listen to that on iTunes under the name Transformers and Beer Podcast. Bookmark angrycanadiandecepticon.blogspot.ca, and as well as you can find me on Instagram at MyLifeInCollecting. As always, guys, take care of each other and keep on collecting.